Namaste Greenweave, it's Nassimi, and here we are inside the Bell Works, and we are going to practice mindfulness as we walk through this really cool facility. So just noticing what you see. This is called an atrium. Look at the ceiling above us, which is pretty cool. And all these things on the side are office buildings, but you can walk through here with your family. There's different stores and schools around, and we're gonna mindfully walk through Bell Works. And you might see people walking around, but this is what it's like. So over here is a turf field, so you can come and play soccer or anything with your family. Noticing the skylight above us. And the turf field is just like you were to play any of the sports on the field. It's the fake grass, so we can see. It's pretty cool, it's squishy. So this is the turf field that you could come, you could have a picnic. There's indoor golf on the other side. There's some table tennis over there. We have the Holmdel Library is here too. And then as we continue to walk through Bell Works, we see over here, there's a barber shop. So you can get your hair cut. There is an ice cream place, Jersey Freeze. Again, just noticing, what do you see? What do you hear? And then over here in this open space, you can do your homework. You can just hang out with your family. So again, there's free Wi-Fi here, where you can bring your hotspot, and you have a different scenery to do your work. Over here, there's a podcast studio called A Shared Universe. And sometimes they even have performances right here in the middle, but I'm here today on a Sunday, so it's a little quieter today. But again, practicing mindfulness, we can see some beautiful artwork. So this one says Alone Together 2020. Over here, this says the Anti-Social Social Distance Club. So Fresh and So Clean 2020. This one says Staying Inspired 2020. This one says Natural Masterpiece. This one says We Choose to Go to the Moon. And this one says Connected with You. So we can read here what this art gallery is all about. So it says Staying Inspired is a collaboration between Paolo Zamudio, the creative director of Bell Works, and Monica Mulikovaska, a Slovenian college artist. The two designers put their heads together to create these abstract pieces to symbolize the strength of the Bell Works community during a global pandemic in the form of collage art, an art form that Paola has always had a love for. So we can learn that here is an art gallery inspired from the pandemic. So we can notice the beauty, notice how each piece of art is unique. And we'll continue on our mindful walk here at Bell Works. And then over here is more open area. There's a piano. So it looks like there was a performance here by the Axelrod Contemporary Ballet Theater Company. So you can see it's a pop-up stage, which is pretty cool. Looks like they were having a performance called Three's a Crowd. And then as we continue on our mindful walk here, what do we notice? What do we see? So over here is a mail room. Looks like they're not opened. And then we have some more shops that aren't open either, but we can still kind of see what's inside. So we have the gathering shops here. And here is the Axelrod Contemporary Ballet Theater. So you can come here, and I believe they offer classes. So looks like their ballet studio. Again, it's Sunday, so no one is here really. And we'll keep on walking, and down this way there's more open space. It looks like a basketball court is over here, which is pretty cool. And some more table tennis stations and some pretty plants. There's Escapology, the live escape room. There is At Your Convenience, a convenience store. There is a dentist place. And it even looks like there is a hair salon as well. So there's really so much variety offered here at Belle Works. And again, here is the basketball court, which is really cool. Doesn't look like it's opened yet, but how cool would that be to shoot some hoops out here. And some people you can see walking, so you could come and walk some laps here. And at the other end are more trees. So this is called an atrium, and we also see some fountains as well. So again, you could come here and you can sit anywhere, hang out with your family, do your homework. You could Zoom here. And just practicing mindfulness. What do you notice? What do you see? And we can look up at the trees here. You can notice the furniture. It's not cushions, right? It's a different kind of material. It's pretty neat. Again, this is Belle Works, and we'll walk through the other side now, and just so you can see from this point of view, the basketball court. And I love how the light shines in. Even though we're indoors, it feels like you're outside. So again, we are going to continue to practice mindfulness, and maybe you will come here one day with your family, or maybe even on a field trip. That would be really fun too. So you can walk this whole entire building. Maybe you come here on a rainy day, but even on a sunny day, it's pretty beautiful, as we can see the light from the sun coming in. And again, just practicing mindfulness now on the other side of Belle Works. There's and I mentioned before, the Escapology room, the live escape game. That looks pretty cool. And again, we can notice the plants. You can hear the sound of the water. It's nice and peaceful. And then over here, we see a coffee shop called Boosker Doo. Again, noticing what do you see, what do you hear. And this is a public space, so you may hear different things, people walking. And then over here, there's more tables where you can do your work. And then they have a whole outside area as well. So if you wanted a taller table to do your work on, you could check out this area. You can notice the pretty lights, how they're strung. You could even, bring your lunch here. It looks like there's food here, but again, it's closed, the Bell Market. And they have a whole outdoor area as well. There's a downstairs area. You hear some music. So again, just noticing, what do you hear? What do you see? Again, we're back to that area where they were having performances. We can notice these structures. They almost look like a plant, right? We can come a little closer to see what this is created out of. So it looks like a fake kind of plant, but it looks really pretty. So again, you never know what you can create, right? So we'll continue our mindful walk, noticing what do we see, what do we hear. So over here, this says another restaurant, Estrella Azul, Mezzaluna. There's a jewelry store. There's even a bank. So there's such a variety here. And practicing mindfulness. What do we notice? What do we see? We're coming back to where we began, by the turf field. Again, you can come here and you can play indoor golf, swing loose indoor golf, which looks pretty cool. And again, you can come and play tennis here, the table tennis. You can run around on the turf fields. Again, just noticing what you see, what you hear. Practicing mindfulness wherever we go. Namaste.